Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Being Practical. Where if you haven't been to my channel, I just figure I try to do everything that makes most practical sense. So yeah. So sorry, I have to apologize. I took longer than I would have liked to make a video, but it's been a couple weeks now. But I didn't want to make a video until I had all my permits. Right, so I had all my permits for cause I'm trying, as those that just joining, I'm trying to build a tiny home or structure in the backyard, and so I started the process for getting the permits back in early February, mid February. Now it's mid April, so 2 months I've been going back and forth with the city. Oh, by the way, if you haven't done it already, give me yourself a like, leave a comment, share, subscribe. That'd be great if you subscribe. And oh yes, and this video is only for entertainment purposes only. So I got my permits, great. So I got my lot grading or / excavation permit. I got that one pretty simple. The building permit was probably the next one I got. I had the building permit when I initially submitted it. They wanted way more information. So, like I said, they wanted to know like the sheathing. If I was going to put a sprinkler system. A lot of things I didn't initially submit. I just submitted a basic construction plan, whatever, right? But one of the big things they wanted something called an engineering drawing, an engineering stamp drawing of the slab. So so that was one of the things I did. So I don't know if you can see it here. So I got it right here. So here is the so the company that I used to get this here was Cogswell Engineering. I didn't know. This is my first time doing this whole process, so it seemed to be good. I went out. I had it. I think it took them like a little over a week, so they did it in a timely manner. Another thing that I had to get from them, I had to get something called a form number 4. Oh, yeah, form 4, which they filled out. It's like a 2-page document. Here's their stamp. So that was another thing. And the next thing I submitted in regards to the building permit was this is a copy I'm going to use. I'm going to get the company out in Sackville, Atlas Structural Systems, to build my trusses. And I originally, I was thinking about building the trusses myself, and I could do it. But the thing is time. It takes a lot of time, especially if it's just me, to build the trusses. So a lot of times you gotta always question. You ask yourself, time versus money. And, okay, maybe saving a lot of money building these trusses, but how much time is going to take me to build these trusses? So I figure, just so that's another thing about this build in general. I'm gonna have to hire a lot. I know how to do a lot of things. I know how to do plumbing, basic electrical, and framing. I know how to, for the most part, do all that stuff. However, it's the time. By the time I get home from work and go out there in the backyard, and work time was till daylight, till dark. I don't. It's the time. So I'm gonna have to hire a lot of this out. So I'm gonna try to do the bulk of the framing myself, and try to do as much of the work myself to keep costs down a little bit. But I think for the most part, I'm gonna have to hire a lot of it out just to get the project done before winter. So my next permit was the water one, and I thought that would be a pretty straightforward to get one. Now, I wish from the city planners, they told I needed to submit a site servicing plan, a construction plan, and a elevation plan, which I did. But then one thing they didn't tell me that I had to submit was a site servicing plan. So the first one. So when they told me that, okay, I'll submit one of those. So the first one I submitted, was this one right here. Pretty basic drawing. So ideally, I was gonna go, try to make it run the sewer pipe directly out to the sewer, the city main, right? And just my fresh water, I'm just gonna run it directly from the house, right? So that's what I was going to do. And I figured, okay, this looks nice as sound. That makes logical sense. You know, a straight pipe, no bends, right? However, they said that if I wanted to tie directly into the city sewer main, that I would have to get another permit called a right-of-way permit. And I was like, oh, okay. And so that sounds more time, more take long. It will take how long, you know? And I said, okay, you know, I'm gonna. So I thought about it. I said, well, I'm gonna see if I can tie in directly into the house. So that's when I developed this one here, right? This one here. This one right here. So this time I do use an orange highlighter to represent the sewer line and blue for fresh water. So again, here's my fresh water directly from the house, and the sewer one. So we come in and tie in to the to my house. So when I submitted that, I thought, okay, that should be good, you know. But then they said they wanted some more information. I said, okay. So finally, the third time, so that second one I just show you was a revised site service plan. So I did a final one, a number 3, revised site service plan number 2. So again, did up another one, and this time when I put the information, I put a lot of information in. I don't know if you can read it all, right? But I referenced their HRM's design and HRM's water design and specification plan, 2023 edition, and I specified specifically which section I was getting my information from, right? So that way they can look at their own specifications, and I would be following that. Now, the only thing I should point out right here, so in HRM, anytime you have a bend in a sewer point that's greater than 22.5 degrees, you have to put in an inspection or an ability, because anytime you have a bend in a pipe, there's a greater chance of a potential clog here. So what they want me to do, which I specified, and I got it referenced in this section right here, I believe. You got to put a vertical pipe in, which has got to be like 6 inches below the surface with a steel plate, so it can be found by the metal detector. There, if there's an issue with the sewer line, you can dig it up and get at the pipe to do that. So, because I figured that was a lot easier to do than trying to get a right-of-way permit. It would take much longer. So when I submitted that, within like 2 days or a day and a half, I think, 2 days, I had an answer. So that was yesterday. So I was quite excited at that. Oh, good! I got my plans now. So now it's the whole process of, because I started the whole process now. I can start the process of calling people, making arrangements, because I didn't want to commit to any builders or any companies about building this thing without having my permits in place. So now I got my permits in place, I can go ahead and start the work. So yeah, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and this here. Oh, and shout out to, by the way, quickly, to my friend Stephen Torn from my hometown in Newfoundland, New Harbour, Trinity Bay. He has a little pottery shop. And many years ago, he gave me this mug, and I love drinking from it because it reminds me of my friend Stephen. And I think it's called Kettle Hill Pottery that he has. So if you're ever in that area, I'm sure you can buy a nice mug from him. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. So thank you for joining me today on my video. So hopefully I'll make some more videos. So the concrete will be the next big one, fixing the excavation. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos on that, and we're gonna get Brenda's Uncle Roston, to do the concrete job. So it's come to my attention that that's pretty much all he's done. He's all his adult life is concrete. So, and I'm pretty confident he'll do a wonderful job, and hopefully I can convince him, or he'll agree to speaking on video about the concrete pad. I'm gonna ask him, and hopefully he's okay with it or feel comfortable with it. So hopefully I won't be too long with making another video, and I hope everyone has a nice day. Thank you. Bye.